Like, I'm literally playing on my keyboard. I think it's super important to challenge yourself as a producer and try new things. And I think one of the most humbling experiences when you feel you really know what you're doing is to do something completely different. Switch up your tools, switch up your sounds, and see if you can really make something creative. What's up, guys? This is Valentina with Bigger Creations, and today we're testing out a new DAW. Like I said, today we're testing out some new software. Now, if you've been watching me from the beginning, you know that I started kind of with GarageBand and evolved into Logic Pro. And since then, it's been my DAW of choice. Serato Studios hooked me up with a copy of their latest audio production software. Now, normally they do a lot of DJ stuff, but they're expanding into full-on production. And they've created some software called Serato Studios, which allows you to make beats really quickly and easily, especially if you have no background in music production. So I'm going to test it out today. I may be surprised how challenging it might be to be in a completely different system. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So keep making beats. Let me show you how I made this one. So let's get started. I'm going to open up Serato Studio. I'm not going to go with the template. I'm just going to start a new beat. Looking at it, so far, it looks very similar to the structure of FL Studio. Here, click on grid. Oh, cool. Okay. I'm gonna look through their drum kits and see if I find something I like. Okay, so I found this Trap Soul drum kit, and this is the pattern that I drew on it. This is what it sounds like by itself. And the cool thing is you can actually play these with your keyboard. So you'll notice here it'll light up the one I'm playing. I mean, I think this would be awesome if I were on the go or on a laptop. This would be pretty cool to be able to just type everything away. I mean, Logic has the, musical typing available, but it's cool how visual this is. I went exploring through some of the samples, and I found this sample called Alota Diamonds. And the cool thing about samples is that it actually chops them up for you into the keyboard already. So as I press buttons, it's already chopped up, which is awesome. It saves a ton of time. Like, I'm literally playing on my keyboard. So cool. And this is what it sounds like with the drum. I found this 808 sound called 808 Explosion Bass. Right here it actually shows you the keyboard, so you can go down in octaves like if you were actually on a piano. That's a little too low. It's already got the glide, so it's got a glide knob, it's got your release and your attack, so it's pretty intuitive. You can play pretty well. Okay, so here's the bass line I came up with. Okay, and then I want to add just like another percussion element. So I found this sound. High. So this is what it sounds like all together. So it lets you copy all of the work that you've done into different sections, and then once you're done making the different sections, and then you can actually go to Song View and arrange them. So it's similar to FL Studio, if I'm not mistaken, where you kind of build these patterns and then drop them into your actual timeline, to compose the song or arrange the song. I have an intro, a chorus, a verse, and a pre-chorus. Here's something cool that I found out. So for the verse, if you actually go to the drums, you can actually click on the drop down here and pick a genre, and then once you click on it, if you keep tapping through this, it will change your pattern to be slightly different. So that's what I did to get this pattern for the verse. Man, this is pretty cool. I just like in 5 minutes made a whole beat. I do want to change the pre-chorus. It doesn't really feel like a pre-chorus now that I hear it out loud. So let's see what we can do here. The pre-chorus. Let's add an instrument. Okay, let's record that. And then I'll mess with it. Mess with this a little bit. It's kind of a quick way to get ideas down and just kind of get a groove going without being like super worried about the mix or how it sounds exactly. Just more of like, I could see this being very helpful from a songwriting perspective. So there you have it, guys. I think it's super important to challenge yourself as a producer and try new things. And I think one of the most humbling experiences when you feel you really know what you're doing is to do something completely different. Switch up your tools, switch up your sounds, and see if you can really make something creative. That was very humbling. I think I will be exploring in Serato Studios more often here and there to just kind of try something new. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe and notifications so that you never miss a beat. As always, if you have any questions or want to see more content, then check me out on Instagram.